Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're going to take a look at the Xbox Series S version of Resident Evil 2 in the ray tracing mode, and then we will turn that off and go to the regular mode. We'll turn ray tracing off. So first of all, we are in the ray tracing mode, so we are going to take a look at this first. Right off the bat, you notice that you are getting a 60 FPS mode. It is unlocked, but it is not at a stable 60 frames per second. That's the first thing you will notice. Other than that, resolution looks to be pretty high as well. I would say probably right around a 1080p, possibly. Maybe this is running 1440p. Man, I'm not seeing. It's probably maybe a dynamic resolution, maybe a dynamic. Can't really tell for sure, but because it looks really clean, it looks really nice. I am running this on a 1440p monitor, and it does look to be pretty consistent with with what the screen resolution is. It seems pretty good. It doesn't seem fuzzy or blurry or anything like that. Character model looks clean, sharp, plenty of detail. Looks pretty good. So now we are going to go into this dark hallway so that we can take a look at the ray tracing effects of this version. Right out the gate, you can notice that this does have the ray tracing in it. You can see everything is being reflected into the water, even the plants. Those plants are being reflected. So, I mean, you are getting the ray tracing. You're getting all of that. Let's see the body. Yep, the body's got the reflection right here in the water. So, yep, that body as well. The boxes. So you are definitely getting your ray tracing. I mean, even the toilet paper roll right there. This ray tracing looks pretty close to what you were getting on the Devil May Cry game. So I mean, yeah, this is Series S. I will probably run some of this footage next to Xbox Series X. Now, what I did notice is right here, if you look at this light, the shadow, you are getting the shadow quality is kind of pared back a lot. You see how it's like kind of polygonal, where the lights are clearly freaking round. The shadows are not 1-to-1 for those. You're still moving around, buddy. Let me just fix that for you. I mean, you are getting the light, the shadow cascade from. I don't remember if that was happening in the. I mean, you see the cup, you see the little handle on the cup over there. Once you go, yeah, you see the handle on that. So, I mean, you are getting a pretty convincing. The way the light bounces around, the shadow bounces from the light source. That is pretty nice. So, I mean, like, you are getting. Most of this stuff happens on the Series X too. You are getting a pretty decent, I mean, like, lower resolution. Obviously, they're still trying to get you that higher frame rate. Now, VRR does 100% fix that. VRR support on the Series S does 100% fix that. And yes, this does have 120 hertz mode on the Xbox Series S version. So if you want to play that in 120 hertz mode, now it does, it will make it look a lot softer on the Xbox Series S. So if you are gonna do that, I highly recommend a 1440p monitor to play that in. We're gonna go down the hallway of shooting, so we're gonna go have some fun in here. Now I do have the I did buy the pack that gives me unlimited ammo and guns and stuff like that. So I mean, we are good to go that way. I didn't know if he was toast or not. This guy, we're going to go ahead and drop your legs. Whoa, you can still walk without a foot, buddy? That's incredible. That is incredible. Look at this guy, man. He can walk without arms and legs and oh my goodness. Let's see this guy right here. Yeah, you're still getting 1-to-1 for to being able to whoa. Dude, that's the first time that body fell on me. That's incredible. Leave it to the Series S to be able to deliver that. So, yep, you're still getting your ray tracing right here. It does look a little bit less than what you were getting on the Series X, but not too much. Man, I wanted to take that dude out with the handgun again, but yeah. Shadows look pretty good. I mean, it does kind of look a little bit more. It looks way sharper on Series X walking down this hallway, but I mean the atmosphere is still there for the most part, which is pretty good. Gotta make sure that zombie is toast. Well, they were trying to get me, huh? You were trying to get me, wasn't you? Looks like they walked away. They didn't want no more of this, which is probably good for them. Probably good for them. I mean, you're still getting all your shadow bounce like you are on the Series X for the most part. It looks pretty close to. It looks pretty close. This is actually pretty impressive that you are getting pretty much 1-to-1 representation just like on the Series X. So this is pretty nice. Oh wait, I walked into... Which room did I go into? It wasn't that one. Yeah, West Office. I went in here and looked at some of the stuff in here. It does look a lot brighter on this version, to be completely honest with you. But other than that, this still looks pretty freaking good. This guy out here. Let's go ahead and fix that for you, buddy. Yeah, I like the bounce, the shadow bounce. That's pretty freaking nice. I think we were on the second floor. Yeah, no, we went all the way up to the third floor on that other one. Chandelier, shadow. Yep. I do love how they were able to keep that in here, and it doesn't look all distorted or anything. That's freaking pretty awesome. I like the atmosphere in here. Yeah, the shadow. Okay. Most of this stuff is still looking pretty decent. Trying to kind of do it so I can line the cameras up for both of them, so I can put some video in there. But I mean, the way this looks is pretty close to what you're getting with Series X in terms of detail, like texture detail and all of that. Like that does look pretty close. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and walk over this way. Like let's see this right here. This beautiful green room still looks beautiful in here. Ooh, man, you get some ghosting. You definitely get some ghosting. We'll do the same kind of thing that we did on the other one. Whoa, fall down. And then we'll go out this door over here back to the main room. And then I will switch it out. Alright, we're going to go ahead and quit and then come back. We're going to check that loading time real fast. Get out of there. Start game. Options. Graphics. We're going to turn ray tracing off. We'll get back into story. We'll continue that right there. 1, 2. Yep. Loading time is freaking incredibly fast. Like, we were in and out of there. So, as you can see, it looks like this brings the resolution up a little bit. It looks like the resolution looks a lot, not a lot, but yeah, it definitely looks better. Okay, so let's come over here. Just wanted to kind of show you, like on these walls, you see that, and right here on the ground, you see how like it's fizzling and popping and like that screen space reflection stuff that is clearly fake. You see how it just disappears? They replace it with that screen space reflection that just does not do any good for anything, but it just disappears after it gets out of screen space. So that there is pretty terrible. This all still looks exactly the same, so I don't think any of that there is real ray tracing whatsoever. But it definitely, yeah, I don't know. But this automatically feels like you're getting 60 frames a second now. This feels incredibly smooth now. So if you want 60 frames, I would just turn off the ray tracing if that's what you want to do. Like if you need the ray tracing, if you don't need the ray tracing, but if you want the ray tracing on there, I highly recommend turning on VRR support. You do have VRR support on the Xbox Series S. So, and you also get 120 hertz mode in this game as well. So, I hope this helps if you are on the fence about maybe picking this up, or you already have it and you're just trying to decide if this is something you want to re-download again. It does work with VRR support. It makes it 100% smooth. This right here is clearly smooth, 60 frames per second. There's no screen stuttering or anything anymore. It's nice and clean. The 120 hertz mode, I did test that out last night on the 1440p monitor. It is getting right around anywhere from I think it was hovering right around 100 frames to like 100 and 105 or something, going down as low as 80 frames per second. But for the most part, like, it was holding pretty good, actually, to be completely honest with you. It does look like it drops the resolution down to maybe like 1080p or 720 or something, but it still looks pretty nice on the Series S. See that screen space reflection right there just disappearing? Whoop. I like the ray tracing mode so much better because it just gets rid of all of that noise right there, that shiny, noisy looking reflection stuff, and then it makes it look more realistic. The texture on the wood and everything, it just looks so much better. So I do recommend 1440p monitor with a with ray tracing enabled and VRR on. Looks incredible, feels just as good as this feels right now. And yeah, have yourself a good time with some Resident Evil. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.